Welcome to the C Sharp Programmer Zambia. In this video, I'm going to be introducing you to programming and giving you tips on how you can become a good self-taught programmer.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Well, computer programming is a very fast-growing field, and computer programmers are needed everywhere, starting from video games, web development, mobile development, and desktop development. Computer programming focuses on the use of what we call programming languages, and according to careerkarma.com, there are 700 programming languages in existence. So, well, don't worry, you don't need to know all the 700 programming languages. You can actually just know one and focus on it. Okay, so you need to know a programming language, you need to learn a programming language based on what exactly you want to do, which takes us to our first point. All right, so in order for you to become a very good programmer or software developer, you firstly need to know your aim. Okay, you need to have an objective. What exactly do you want to do? Do you want to build video games? Do you want to build websites? Do you want to build desktop applications, or do you want to build mobile applications? All right, so after picking a field that you want to go into, picking the programming language is the next thing. Okay, and this is not going to be difficult for you because you already know what you want to do. It's going to be tricky if you don't still know what you want to do. You don't just need to learn any programming language. Okay, you need to learn a programming language because you want to use it. So let's say you're going to video game development. Okay, what languages should you use? Okay, so here you can use languages like Objective-C, C Sharp, C++, Java. You can add some styling languages like HTML, CSS3, and SQL for databases. So what about mobile development? Okay, so here you've got languages like Python, C++, Java, Kotlin, C Sharp, you've got PHP, and you can also use JavaScript. Web development. So here we've got Java, we've got JavaScript, we've got Python, HTML. You can also add C Sharp. Okay, so some of the programming languages are going to be used for creating the front end, and some of them for the back end. Okay, so that's why you've got some people called full stack developers, you've got people who call themselves front end developers, and people who call themselves back end developers. Okay, so even here you need to know what exactly you want. Do you want to be building the front end or the back end, or you want to become a full stacker? And finally, web development, we've got languages like JavaScript, Python, Ruby, Scala, and C Sharp, only to mention a few. Now you know what you want to do, and you know the programming language that you want to use. Okay, so the next thing here is you learning the programming language. Okay, so everything starts from the basics. All right, so every time you want to learn a programming language, the first thing you need to learn is the syntax. Okay, the combination of the keywords in the programming language and the symbols that are used in order for you to write proper instructions. Well, the best way to learn syntax is obviously using console applications. So console applications are these text-based applications, okay, where the input is text and the output is text. You can actually start out with very simple things like a program that asks somebody their favorite color, they put their favorite color and it outputs it. Simple things like simple calculators and any basic programs that you can find online. There's so many online resources to learn programming syntax. Okay, so examples are edx.org, coursera.org, W3 Schools, SoloLearn. Okay, so you can check these out. I've actually put them in the description just below. After learning the basics of the programming language of your choice, you need to remember the first thing that you chose. Okay, so let's say you chose video game development with C Sharp. Okay, so here you have to learn how to build video games with the Unity engine. Okay, so let's say you chose web development. You can use the framework, the C Sharp framework called ASP.NET. For desktop applications, you can use the framework code .NET Core, and same as mobile applications. So as you learn, okay, each step you reach, you always need to try to create a project. Okay, or you can also try to set one big project. Okay, so that as you learn, you're getting all those building blocks into your project. Okay, until you learn everything that is needed for you to complete your project. Okay, in that way your learning is going to be very practical. Okay, let's say you learn all the syntax, okay, all the necessary syntax for you to start learning frameworks. Okay, like let's say you want to build desktop applications with .NET using C Sharp, okay, you can start up with let's say you want to create a mobile a contact application on your computer, okay. So you need to learn how to insert data into your database using your application. You need to know how to delete data and all that stuff. So you can look up every part of your project, all right, and in that way you're really going to be learning effectively, because you're really going to be learning the things that you're going to be using. Everything that you know is going to be useful to you, okay. So take my advice, don't learn so many programming languages, because you're not going to use all the programming languages. One other thing that you need to note is programming is not really like it seems in the Hollywood movies, okay, where somebody will just grab their computer, hit the keyboard and hack NASA immediately, all right. And nothing comes easy, okay. Coding needs a lot of motivation. Sometimes you're going to have so many bugs in your program, so much that you're going to quit coding. There's a lot of googling in programming, there's a lot of YouTubing, there's a lot of Stack Overflowing, okay. So there's a lot of research as you create your project, all right. And there's a very proven fact in programming that practice makes perfect, okay. So the more you code, the more you know. Thanks for watching this video. If you want to learn C++ and C Sharp basic syntax, you can go to my channel and click playlist, and you're gonna find 2 playlists for basic C++ and basic C Sharp programming. See you later.